Hey there, Greg Hessel, ReGeneration Resources, and today I want to talk to you about nonprofit board governance, but really more specifically board recruitment. And board recruitment is a challenge for nonprofits. There's a lot of nonprofits out there. There's a lot of competition for high quality board members. And today I want to talk about some things you might want to think about before actually recruiting people and asking them. So first of all, you want to clarify expectations, right? What are you asking people to do on your board? What's the ask specifically? You want to assess what skills you need. You want to ensure that you have a solid and professional outreach and onboarding process. That's really critical. Then brainstorm and prioritize potential members. And finally, invite people to join. And so I want to dive into this clarifying expectations piece a little bit today. So, what are you asking people to join the board for? Many boards that I know, really in practice, what happens is board members come and they listen to the executive director make reports for an hour once a month, and they don't really feel like their time is well utilized. So you have to ensure that there's a meaningful role for people. And, I think a lot of boards worry about asking too much of board members, but really they ask too little. And if there's not a meaningful role, people may not stay. People will leave the board. People want to know that their skills are utilized on a board. And if they're passionate about it, they'll give. So don't be afraid to ask people to help out. And a part of that is considering what committees you need. Oftentimes, again, in organizations I consult to, the committee structure is really underutilized. Now, you don't want to have committees for the sake of having committees, but there's a lot of work that could be done to support the organization that isn't. And a part of this is committees can actually be a strategy to build a pipeline of new board members. Sometimes board members will say, I don't really have the time or the bandwidth to make a meeting once a month, but I can make a quarterly meeting, right? And that allows them to get to know you to get to know them. And it's a good strategy for bringing people onto the board and ensuring that you have a pipeline. And then lastly, you want to develop a job description. You can probably Google this and get a template, but you want to be really clear what you're asking people to do when they join the board. We expect everybody to make some kind of yearly meaningful contribution to our organization. We expect everybody to serve on a committee. Committees typically meet quarterly or whatever it is. So having a piece of paper that you can give people who are potential board members saying, we'd love for you to consider serving on our board. We think you'd be a great addition. Here's what we ask of board members. Here's what we're asking you to do. That's a really nice way to present the invitation to people. I hope this is useful. I'll talk more about board recruitment next week. Stay in touch.